What's up YouTube, it's Joel. Please check out the last video that we posted to see if you were one of the lucky winners for the last giveaway. But we've got your 4th stimulus check update today along with the $2 trillion stimulus bills update. Things are dialing in for a 4th stimulus check and getting more stimulus bills passed through Congress. Right now, Schumer is working on the budget reconciliation and the bipartisan bills, and they are looking to get these passed in just the next couple of weeks. We've got Bernie Sanders, who is upset at the starting point of the reconciliation bill cost of $3.5 trillion. But he's taking action over that. One good thing though, Schumer is saying he is willing to work into the August recess to skip their already scheduled plans to make sure that we get these bills passed. And Biden just made a huge, insane move for Social Security to bring those increases, those raises and changes that he's been talking about, and he promised during his campaign to our seniors, which we'll go over in detail in just a moment. This is your stimulus and economic news update, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I just want to say thank you so much for everybody helping us to get to 50,000 subscribers. Now let's get to 55,000 subscribers. And once we hit that 55,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away another $500 to people on this channel. In order to qualify, you only have to do these 3 simple things. Number 1, smash the like button for this video. Number 2, be subscribed to the channel. And number 3, comment on this video on one of the topics that we talk about. But we're so excited about what's going on with this channel and True Life Investing and giving people great relevant information, and thank you so much for joining this journey with us. But please, if anyone asks you for personal info or to contact them on WhatsApp, it is not me, it is fake. Please don't do it. So Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer told Senate Democrats in a letter that he expects that both the chamber will take up both a roughly $1 trillion infrastructure agreement and a resolution setting the parameters of a bill encompassing other Democratic priorities in the next few weeks. Democrats on the Senate Budget Committee are looking to reach an agreement on the top line cost of the reconciliation package soon and bring the budget reconciliation bill to the Senate floor in the next couple of weeks, which will be the first step before other committees will come up with details of the legislation. Now, what we're talking about is all the other additions that they want to put in this reconciliation bill, like a 4th stimulus check. Now, the person running point on this huge reconciliation bill is Bernie Sanders, and he has expressed heavily that now is the time to act and make big, bold steps for the country, and that we shouldn't be focused on the numbers, but more on the needs of the American people. Some Democrats, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, have said that they won't support the infrastructure agreement unless the other legislation moves forward concerning the budget reconciliation bill. And while we do have some Republicans who have said advancing other Democratic priorities could cause them to oppose the infrastructure deal. Chuck Schumer said, "My intention for this work period is for the Senate to consider both the bipartisan infrastructure legislation and a budget resolution with reconciliation instructions, which is the first step for passing the legislation through the reconciliation process." We have 2 Senate aides that told CNN that negotiators are eyeing a budget in the realm of $3.5 trillion at this point, a massive investment, but falling short of the $6 trillion Budget Committee Chairman Bernie Sanders in what he proposed. So that number continues to be a moving target and is not final, the aide said, but is seen as a middle ground for progressives and moderates who both serve on the committee. They have been negotiating for 2 weeks, and senators on the Budget Committee are meeting to try to bridge differences on the total size of the package and how much of it needs to be paid with new revenues. So you have Bernie Sanders, who has his proposal of $6 trillion, and then you have the centrist Democrats who are eyeing a $3 to $4 trillion bill. A source familiar with the Senate budget resolution discussions said the emergent agreement will, however, cover all of the major Biden administration proposals on soft infrastructure, including the president's families bill, climate and housing programs. This is where in the beginning Biden came out and said he wanted two huge $1 trillion bills. The $1.8 trillion for the American Families Plan and $2.3 trillion for the infrastructure plan. And that's going on right now. And this is what we have seen in terms of a part of it being done through the bipartisan bill, which is $1.2 trillion. So that shaves off some of the cost from the initial infrastructure bill, and now they are working on adding more to the American Families Bill and infrastructure bill that they couldn't get done through the bipartisan support. So for instance, a forced stimulus check. Because there's over 100 Democrats, including some that are top officials, that say we still need a forced stimulus check for the American people. And with Bernie Sanders, who is the chair of the Senate Budget Committee, is committed to giving more direct stimulus payments to Americans. He has already said that he wants to give American adults a $2,000 stimulus check and children a $1,000 stimulus check. Now, this can all be done through the budget reconciliation bill like they did earlier this year. And if you're on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, you would still get these extra stimulus checks. Now, this would allow for them to get immediate relief to Americans without any fuss or programs that has to be created. They have already sent out 3 stimulus checks before, and by Bernie's words, there should be a 4th that he's working on. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section on what you think about these huge $1 trillion stimulus bills. So big, huge news for our seniors and for those on SSI, SSDI, and Social Security. The first big move has been made that is putting us in the right direction to getting more help for our seniors and bringing some huge changes to the Social Security program. We have Biden, who just fired the Social Security Commissioner, Andrew Saul, on Friday after the Trump administration appointee reportedly refused to resign. He put in his place Kalilo Kijakazi in his place as acting commissioner. You see, Andrew Saul was from the Trump era. And you really think this guy wanted to follow through with Biden's agenda? So what do? Out with the old and in with the new. Usually this happens whenever you get a new president who comes in place and they start switching out people with their own people so they can get things done. But now Biden has the top guy running the Social Security program that is on his side, and this is where we start to see his promises start taking place that he made whenever he was campaigning to reform the Social Security program. This is where we see Chuck Schumer bring the $200 increase that he's been talking about and wants to give out for all Social Security recipients. This is where we see everyone on Social Security being brought up to at least 125% of the federal poverty line, which would mean everyone receives at least $1,341 per month or more who are on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, which would be a huge increase for so many people. And Biden's plan to pay for it all is by adding the Social Security payroll taxes to those making $400,000 a year or more. So this year, if your income went all the way up to $142,800, then it was actually subject to the Social Security tax, which is 6.2% of wages for both workers and employers. So you would be taxed at 6.2% all the way up to $142,800. But then you wouldn't have to pay anymore. But Biden wants to make it so that if you do make over $400,000 per year or more, then you would have that added back into your taxes that you pay. Now, granted, people making that much would probably never receive what they put in, but Biden feels that they should pay more because they make more, because Social Security recipients need it, and he feels like the wealthy should pay more taxes. So let me know your thoughts on these huge big moves and who's ready for some Social Security reform. Let me know down in the comments section. But if you're looking to make some positive changes, start winning with your finances, you're waiting for the stimulus check, but you're not counting on it because you are going to make your own wealth. And what you can do is you can actually start investing. It's going to take time, it's going to take consistency, but you can get your money to work for you. And why not start off with 2 free stocks with Webull worth up to $1,850, and then you can sign up with Robinhood as well and get 2 free stocks with them worth up to $500. This is free money, and these are easy to use programs, and you can start putting money into it every single week and build your wealth. Those links are down in the description, but I personally invest into the S&P 500. It's done amazing over the past decade with almost a 14% return each year, which has made me quite a bit of money, and I would love for you to do the same and reach financial freedom and start winning with your finances. So if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section and I'll answer them. But don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all stimulus and economic news that affects you and learn how to build some wealth. This is Joel with Your Life Investing. Until next time, peace out.